The teams that don't have too much cap space right now, like the Houston Rockets, that are good, they're actually in prime position to actually take on more money, maybe for like a year. So they could make a trade. Let's say if Julius Randle was a good fit, they could eat Julius Randle's money, or they could eat Jimmy Butler's money. You see what I'm saying? They have a lot of guys under rookie contracts still.
Yes.
So it's a lot of that in this trade deadline. Even the Cleveland Cavaliers, right?
Yeah.
They're very under the cap. They can actually add another person, and their luxury tax bill is not going to be nothing crazy.
I'm saying I know they're on team friendly contracts, but I wonder how far along are they in their contracts.
Look like they just started it. They
Oh,
got
okay. They have a lot of flexibility because like their core four they can afford, and I think they didn't spend crazy on Okoro, like 3 year 30 mil, I believe. And obviously like Max Struess and the rest of the kind of like the off the bench players they're on affordable deals.
you know what? To be honest with you, the best player that's a good option for the Cavs if they want to add more money, because next year Evan Mobley's new deal kicks in, right?
Yeah.
If they want to add somebody for this season, it'll be somebody like Fred VanVleet, a player.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's a good fit. I'm just saying his contract style. Like he has a 1 year deal with a team option. So they
Yeah.
would just do the 1 year and then they would forego the team option for the next year. Because the
What
Cavs,
points?
the Cavs going
Yeah.
forward, they're gonna be over the cap. Next season, they're gonna be over the cap.
Yeah.
They
But
got
I
like
think there's gonna be
they got Jarrett Allen's contract, Evan Mobley. They got a ton of contracts.
yeah, they're gonna have to move a lot. They're gonna move things around.
So looking at Cleveland, they got a low tax room. Like a tax bill is only
Yeah.
gonna be $2 million.
God damn, Phoenix is 46 mil.
No, they gotta pay $167 million in tax.
Oh, I'm looking at the left hand side
Oh
tax room
yeah, no, the
projected,
tax room, yeah, that means they're over. The negative is they're over. All these teams are over.
and they have to pay 167 mil fine.
Yeah, that's the actual tax payment because every dollar I think you have to pay now $1.75. It used to be every dollar you have to pay 75 cents. It's something like that, but I know the tax fee is almost double now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, the tax fee is crazy now.
Damn, Cleveland's shilling only 2 mil in projected taxes. Pelicans are in a decent spot. Clippers and Mavericks are
No,
yo
Pelicans are
Mavericks.
not in a decent spot. Pelicans have a shitty team and they got to pay $3 million in tax. You
Yeah,
don't you don't even want to be in this bracket.
yeah, you don't. They're gonna have to trade a lot.
Yeah. But if
Yeah,
you notice
the Brandon
Cleveland,
Ingram's gonna cut a lot of fat when he's gone.
yeah, maybe, but I don't know if they could get rid of him fast enough. But but
Nah,
but
they're
you
not
see
because he hasn't been healthy.
but you see the emergency. I think this chart right here is gonna explain the trade deadline. I think a lot of some of these teams they're not gonna want to pay all this money in tax. Look at the Warriors. They owe $15 million on a shitty team.
On a shitty team. The Mavericks on 6 mil, but that makes sense. The Clippers 6 mil makes sense because they're paying like two guys with a lot of money and a lot of role players. The Knicks 36 mil. That's gonna
I think that's fine
that.
for them. That's fine.
You think that's fine? The Lakers is bad.
Yeah, the Lakers is bad. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Minnesota's pretty bad too.
Um, Golden. Oh no, we already went over Golden State. Which team was bad? I was looking at Philadelphia is bad to pay 17
Philadelphia
mil
is bad.
for that.
Denver's okay. Miami's bad. Yeah,
Uh,
I mean,
damn Boston. That's crazy that Boston has that deep ass team and is paying 65 mil in taxes.
yeah, a lot. I mean, all four. Then majority of them take a pay cut.
No, they got everybody. Tatum and Jalen Brown took the full max.
But I'm talking about the other three other guys. I'm talking about Porzingis, Drew Holiday, and Derek White, and then
Yeah,
obviously Payne Pritchard and those guys. They took a pay cut.
yeah, they take a lesser deal.
Yeah, but Drew Holiday was kind of expected because I think he's gonna retire after this contract ends.
Yeah, but Minnesota having a $98 million tax bill is
That's
crazy.
crazy. That is
That is
crazy.
crazy. Matter of fact, I got it right here with Minnesota because some of this stuff is historical, man. So the T Wolves, they've never paid the luxury tax in
They
17
always
years.
they always been cheap.
Yeah, so the T Wolves, they're below, well, they're barely over 500. They only paid the luxury tax in 2020, and it was only 500,000.
Yeah,
That, my friend, is crazy.
that.
Yeah, that is crazy. And the Suns, well, they have a rich owner, so he's about to pay that a
he
hundred.
he doesn't mind eating it up.
That's a lot of money to fucking eat up like that.
Yeah, it is, and I think that Butler trade is justification for why he's eating up the contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Those role players have a bargain, right? I think like you look at Royce O'Neal and Grayson Allen. Any other team with flexibility would have said, "Okay, test the market. If we can't match, you can leave." But they had to match.
Yeah, they had to. Oh man.
Yeah,
And also for the Phoenix Suns, what's his name? Grayson Allen. I think
yeah,
his contract, they had to pay. Remember, I was telling you it's $1.75 for every single dollar.
yeah,
Yeah, I think they had to pay that when they extended him. So they gave him his contract, and then they had to pay $1.75 for every single dollar.
yeah.
That shit is crazy, bro. On top. Um. Also, let me see. The Miami Heat. Okay, this is the craziest part. This is why they gotta get rid of Jimmy. They're going through all this hell and they owe $23 million.
Yeah, and the player he's at home.
Yo, I've never seen. Yo, I don't even think the Miami Heat owners spent that much money when LeBron was there in taxes. Like
Yeah,
this is Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at that 167 mil from Phoenix for that shitty team. That's crazy. At some point, he got to trade Kevin Durant, bro, and get out of that. That's ridiculous. The Milwaukee Bucks, what's their tax payment? Oh wow, $74 million for that small market team. What do you think about that?
the Lux.
The Bucks owe $74 million in
Yeah,
luxury
they
tax.
overpaid a lot of their veterans, including like
Sheesh.
obviously Giannis and Dame are going to make their money, but they overpaid Middleton and Brook Lopez, and Portis is on a very expensive contract too.
Now, peep this about the Bucks, right? That 74 mil that they owe this summer, or projected. Yo,
Yeah,
that's gonna be the first time that team paid the luxury tax since the NBA introduced the luxury tax.
yeah,
That's how long it's been. That shit is crazy.
yeah. It's
Um,
wild, bro.
yeah, and then the Nuggets, of course, the Nuggets are gonna pay the tax
Yeah,
with Westbrook starting. Nuggets owe $20 million. And yeah, man, the Nuggets, they're not really an organization that likes to pay the luxury tax, but
no, but this is like their first time like being really, really good.
yeah,
Yeah, so that also plays a factor too.
yeah, and so they paid the luxury tax the last 2 years, and
Yeah,
they got Jamal Murray's extension about to start off next year, then Aaron Gordon's the year after, and then they're gonna have Christian Braun and Peyton Watson eligible for raises. So I don't know if
and then
they're
Julian eventually, right? Julian Strawman,
yeah,
he's eventually going to be available
I
too.
don't know if they're gonna be willing to keep paying that. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's gonna
but
climb higher.
Denver is a wait and see kind of game. I think Aaron Gordon got an extension, I believe, this year, and Michael Porter is obviously on a very expensive deal. So
Yeah, and of course the Celtics. Yo, it's crazy how the Celtics are number 4, but they got that
yeah,
stacked team. That's kind of
like I said,
crazy.
they're like third to fourth, fifth, like third to fourth, the third to fifth like role player
Hmm.
took like a salary cut, so they can afford like paying Pritchard too, for example.
Hmm. So even though the Cavs and the Mavericks are in the tax, they're like on the low end. They're not
Yeah,
paying nothing crazy. They're saying that, basically these guys can add more players to their already competitive teams to get better.
yeah,
So, in case certain teams are trying to get rid of players, the Cavs can actually swallow a lot more of that and pay a little bit more tax.
yeah,
Which, these teams, if they're good enough, I'm pretty sure the owners might think about it. So with the trade deadline, also we talked about the teams that could actually eat up salary, like the Houston Rockets. They
yeah.
actually can eat salary. The Thunder and the Magic can also eat salary $8 million extra because they have mid-level exceptions, meaning that when they trade for a player, they can actually, I believe $8 million won't count against the cap. So they have room to actually get more players. Can you believe that? The Thunder and the Magic and also the Rockets.
Houston. Yeah, that's why they're in a win-win situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with Dallas though, man. Dallas is really the interesting team because they don't have a crazy tax bill and they can add another player because they have a
You
mid-level
think like a guy
exception.
like Cam Johnson's under the radar?
Shit, I wouldn't be shocked. Let me see the
He's
numbers.
fit pretty well.
Yeah, he would fit real man. They got Cam Johnson. Shit, they just need to
Yeah,
get
that's what I'm saying.
healthy.
He fit well.
Let me see Dallas.
I'm
Dallas.
looking at the list right now of available players. There's a lot of low key guys that could fit in, like on a lot of teams.
Oh wow, Cam Johnson is 22, 20. Yeah, 20 mil a year.
Yeah, he's
So
not crazy expensive.
so 76. Yeah, that would put them almost at 190.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would put them. Yeah, that would put them around 190, 198. But they would have to trade. They would have to trade two people. Who the hell would they trade? Keebler?
Maxi Keebler and maybe like one of their like younger talents.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they can. I don't know how they would make the numbers work.
Yeah, it's
Honestly,
interesting.
the Mavs, yeah, the Mavs, they might actually be fine the way they are. They just need to get healthy.
Yeah, they kind of need Luca back, but overall they're a solid team.
Okay, so my only thing with this chart here with the tax, the Warriors and the Clippers, there seems to be like if you pay the luxury tax like years in a row, there's like a repeater tax on top of the luxury tax. So I don't know if the Warriors are gonna be looking to get rid of guys, not to hit
Yeah,
that. I don't know. Do you think the Warriors are just gonna reset and get rid of a lot of guys, or you think they're gonna try to keep building?
they're gonna always have to try to keep building around Steph.
Yeah, because right now, oh, you know what it is? If you pay the luxury tax for 4 years or 3 years, I think
Yeah,
in a row, your your first round pick 7 years out becomes a second round pick, or it becomes a 31st pick
yeah,
automatically. So I think the Warriors and the Clippers are trying to get out of that for next year. So if those two teams pay tax next season, their picks 7 years out is going to be automatically their first round pick is going to be a number 31 pick. It goes all the way
yeah,
to the back of the line. That's kind of crazy. Like these are the new rules that the owners put in place, man. So there's no player movement, bro. I'm telling you. They locked this shit up, bro. None of these guys, yo, I don't know how the players agree to this shit. I don't know how they agree to this shit.
oh, they lost.
Yeah.
Like Grant Williams, I don't know what he gained from like negotiating this.
Yeah, I honestly, it's just kind of, it kind of made him stuck. But some of the players that could be traded, man. Let's take a look at this.
Yeah,
Zach LaVine. You think he's been playing good though, man?
yeah, he's killing it. He's gonna be in demand. I think what I'm reading is the Bucks on him.
The Bucks.
They
Who
want to do a three-team trade, so they want to move Beal to the Chicago Bulls, so they eat his salary up, along with sending over Zach LaVine to the Bucks and Jimmy to Phoenix.
That's gonna be a long shot. Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna save Phoenix, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But Jimmy wants to play in an environment where I assume there's no young players, and having like obviously like KD is someone he's played the Olympics with many times, and Devin Booker, he's a star. So
So wait, we just went over the tax bill, right? Because we said Phoenix owes
yeah, Phoenix gonna be
167.
expensive no matter what.
So, but think about that, right? If they add Jimmy and he wants an extension, so they're about to extend this shit even longer than Kevin Durant's contract to keep paying that fucking tax.
I guess so. What
I,
else can they do?
I don't think the Jimmy trade to Phoenix is real
It's not plausible, but
unless
it
unless
seems that
unless Phoenix wants him to stay short term.
I think that's would be ideal. I think like what we're like looking at 2 3 years away, 2 years away from like Devin Booker requesting a trade.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, man. 167 million.
Yeah,
Yo, they're paying almost double the tax of Minnesota.
yeah.
Like this shit is wild, man. So yeah, Cam Johnson. I don't know where the fuck is he going. He has a good deal, but I just don't know. Yo, honestly, I
I don't
think
know who bites.
yeah, I don't know who bites. I think it's more likely Julius Randle moves than him or
Yeah, I don't know why
Brandon
they don't have
Ingram.
Julius Randle in this list.
Yeah, they didn't put Julius Randle in there because they probably know his contract is expiring or it's up
Yeah,
to
but so
him.
is like, isn't Jimmy's contract expiring? A lot of these guys' contracts expiring.
Yeah, they just probably didn't really think of it, but I think I don't know, man. It's just tough.
I think he's gonna be an underrated name. But there's some I really like on this list. I think John Collins is gonna be someone interesting. I think the team like this. I thought the Kings would take a bullet on him. There's gonna be teams taking a bullet on John Collins. Um,
Mm,
I think Jay Sean Tate. He's gonna have someone take a bullet on him too. He's a good role player. I think he's like what
yeah,
27, 28 on the Rockets. He's stuck.
he's a decent shooter.
Yeah, I think someone could take a bullet on him. Yusuf Nurkic, I think that's the conversation we kind of lose when we talk about the Phoenix Suns. He's getting paid a lot, and he has no value around the league.
It almost sounds like Patrick Williams, man.
Yeah. Oh, Patrick Williams also. You saw this the Chicago Bulls say everyone's available up for trade beside their rookie.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. You know what? They just extended Patrick Williams too.
Yeah, they just extended him, and it's crazy. They're already willing to put him in the market. I thought they would at least commit to Kobe White, but even he's up in the market because he's only what 25. But they were like, okay, yeah, guys, come on, like we're open.
Damn, this is crazy.
Kyle Kuzma will be an interesting one. I think I don't know what team he would fit on, but he would be someone that I could see a team saying, fuck it, like Kyle Kuzma can add something to our team.
Really, Kyle Kuzma on what team though?
I can't name a team, but he has a history of adding like value to a team.
Yeah,
Kyle
but okay,
Kuzma just kind of,
but peep this,
yeah,
right? Last year he averaged 22 points per game. This year he's at 14.
yeah. But Dallas wanted to bite the bullet on him, but Kyle Kuzma himself does not want to leave Washington. So
Yeah, but Dallas lucked out with that. They lucked
yeah,
out
they
with
did.
that big
PJ
time.
Washington's a better player. Bruce Brown's an interesting one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and Jeremy Grant too. But Bruce Brown,
Yeah,
who do you think he's going to?
bro. Yeah, he's just not healthy. If his contract wasn't stupid, you know what team I would have liked him in? The New York Knicks.
Ooh, that would be a nice fit. Right next to
Yeah, but his contract is just like it's crazy expensive, bro. Indiana paid him.
yeah. I can mean Ben
Indiana paid him a
Simmons.
lot.
Yeah, they did.
Ben Simmons, he's staying put.
Uh, yo, when is his deal up, man? Like this guy.
Bro, it feels like 2050, bro. I
Fuck,
swear he's been
man.
on this extension for a long time.
Oh, this is the last year of it. Okay, ain't nobody
Yeah, oh
taking
shit, I
Ben.
didn't know that. Yeah, nobody's taking Ben's getting a veteran 1 year deal next year, so who cares?
What?
Bones Highland.
Wait, hold on. You think he's getting that?
Yeah, I think he's getting a 1 year deal, man.
I don't think he's gonna get that from a lot of
Oh, you think
teams.
he's out the league?
Yo, I don't think a lot of people gonna take it. He might be the 15th guy on the bench, bro. Like I wouldn't
Damn. Damn, I
trust
had him
him.
like at least like 1 year, like 5 mil or something like that. But you're saying this guy won't even get minutes next year.
There's been no improvement, bro.
No, there's not. Vucevic is gonna be interesting because like I think he could be someone the Lakers take a bullet on, to be honest with you.
Oh, you think? Yeah, Vooch is killing it too. He would
Yeah.
he would be a nice fit in the Lakers, according to AD, but the rest of the Lakers don't think so.
Yeah, because he can't play defense. He's a lot slower, but he's a good off ball player. So
Oh
who knows,
man,
right?
I don't know if the Lakers could afford another slow
Yeah, that's
center.
what I'm thinking. But also, like Anthony Davis puts a lot of pressure, and that's kind of the problem with Anthony Davis's demand. Like it kind of slows down the pace for the game, so your transitions kind of became tougher, right?
Hmm.
But also, Anthony Davis does not want to bang and kind of like put himself in a position where he's hurt. And obviously, I think Jonas Valanciunas is in the same bubble in that conversation. Clint Capella is interesting because he's at a steep decline. What about like Clint to the Lakers? It kills like spacing, but your pacing is like a lot better as compared to
You see,
Jonas and yeah
but again, LeBron will become the point guard, AD will become the power forward, Capella's the
and
center, and
a
everybody
roll
else is
man,
gonna
yeah,
move down. Like that is so limiting, man.
yeah. Oh, dude, like is the lose situation with the demands. Dayron Sharp, I think I'm surprised he's someone that could move around too. He's a good center. He's gonna be a good backup center wherever he goes.
Yeah, I can't believe they got
And
DeAndre Ayton in here.
yeah, DeAndre Ayton, man, he's interesting, man, but he has not built up the value that the Portland Trailblazers want. You know who else? I think like really Jeremy Grant. He is a guy I always see in trade mills, but like nobody bites the bullet considering his contract.
Yeah, his contract is just another team that just had the space. Wait,
Yeah,
is that the contract from the Pistons, right?
Portland Trailblazers, no, but they extended him 5 years, 160 mil
Oh yeah.
before trading Lillard away. They're trying to build that team around him and Lillard. So the Pistons contract was actually pretty good. But man, this contract, man, it gives him no flexibility, nothing. And Jeremy Grant, I don't think he's gonna be moved to be honest with you either.
Wow, another year with Jeremy Grant just chilling there,
What else
man.
can you do, bro? It's 2028. Nobody's taking that bullet.
No,
Okay?
yeah, you're right. Jeremy Grant is 2028. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Bones Highland, that's a guy that has been hyped a lot throughout his like younger days, especially in Denver, right? But man, he's struggled to find a spot in the league.
Yeah, he kind of struggled. He's always been like a fringe player. I mean, he has like nice highlights and shit, but something
Something
just
either
never really
something
clicked.
coaches don't like. There's
Yeah,
something that coaches don't like where they're very quick to move on from him.
yeah. Wait, my bad. Going back to DeAndre Ayton. Yeah, I don't think he's tradable, bro. His
No,
contract
I
is
don't
way
think
too
either of
high.
these guys are tradable, bro. I think they're
Yeah.
stuck with both of those guys. That's why they're so bottom in the list. Pat Connaughton, Pat Connaughton's a rotational player, but he's not. He's not the Bucks' rotational player as of late.
And my man Jordan Clarkson stay on the trading block.
Oh, Clarkson, I think uh, people aren't spending crazy on a aging shooting guard, man. He's not that 6 man of the year anymore. So,
Man,
what else does he add to your team anymore? Like, what does he add to your team? Like, he's on the Utah Jazz, and I can argue that he adds nothing to the Utah Jazz. Like, I'd rather have Isaiah Collier and Cavante George and Colin Sexton on the court than Jordan Jordan Clarkson. So if he's someone I don't want to see on the court on a bad team, I don't see myself wanting to see him on the court on a good team.
mm-hmm.
And then Kevin Herter and Luke Kennard, in my opinion, are in the same category of replaceable shooting guards. My gripe with basketball, I feel like sometimes as basketball fans and basketball teams, like I think everyone all across the board fucks up on is we tend to overvalue like shooting guards a little too much.
Um, you mean like combo guards, combo shooting guards?
Like JJ Redick kind of shooting guards.
I think in this era, those guys are not like the JJ Redick types, like the 6'4".
Yeah, we kind of got back to earth, and I'm kind of happy about that because throughout, like, it used to blow my mind how the league used to value and kind of overpay these kind of guys for their services when it never resulted into playoff wins. Like, I can't remember a JJ Redick memorable playoff moment.
No, the only 6'4" I would say kind of like shooting guard that's really valuable is like the Josh Hart archetypes who could defend
Yeah,
multiple positions.
Like even Duncan Robinson, he had to improve his playmaking in order for him to like really be a consistent. Like he was out of the rotation, and then like once he developed his playmaking abilities, ball handling, you kind of saw Duncan have an insurgence in his career.
Yeah, it's the Duncan Robinson types. How tall is Duncan Robinson? He's like 6'3".
Let me see.
He's probably like but he's a shooting guard, is he?
Yeah, he is 6'7".
Duncan Robinson is 6'7".
Yeah, that surprised me too. But like
Oh
I said,
wow,
he's improved his ball handling, right? Like you watch Robinson, his game is more fluid than compared to 2020. So he's been able to kind of like have a career reinsurgence, but he can't be that spot up shooter all the time. And you can't be that spot up shooter and kind of like ride it out. And I think that's where guys like him and Kevin Herter and Luke Kennard are kind of learning is the game has changed and you need to be more than just like a guy who can play off ball and spot up shoot. Because now that you're getting them from second round picks. Oh, you know who else kind of exposed that? Joe Harris.
ooh yeah.
Joe Harris exposed that. Where like being an off ball just 3-point shooter as your job doesn't bring you value, especially when he got exposed in the playoffs.
Yeah, he was never the same after that.
No,
He was never
that
the same
exposed
after
it
that.
big times, and I gotta give like I was like I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I was kind of happy he got exposed because that was like my pet peeve. Where I'm like, man, these teams spend way too fucking much on these like 3-point guys.
Yeah, it's almost like the Evan Fournier types.
Yeah, and even he's obsolete from the league, despite him having a decent season in Knicks.
What about the Pistons? Do you think the Pistons they could absorb something and kind of polish up their team a little bit during this deadline? I
Yeah,
think the Pistons can make a move.
who do you think? Like Cam Johnson? Would you be a fan of that? Like, who do you think would be ideal for them?
Ooh, that would be. I mean, how good of a shooter is Cam though?
Cam is solid,
Yeah, they
but
they
I
need
think they
another
need a second
shooter.
ball handler.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think the ball is too much in Cade's hand.
I think they need another shooter.
Well, you know who I haven't brought up, but I really like a lot, like throughout his career, is Brogdon.
I don't think he's healthy though.
No, he's never healthy, but he's a guy who can add a lot.
Yo, a player like him can add a lot to the Magic.
The Orlando 100%. Like I'm
Yeah.
surprised. I hope the Magic are great. Yeah, you see, I think the Pistons Magic he adds a lot because he's your second ball handler, right? But both teams don't got a lot to lose, so I would love to see him on the Pistons more than anything.
Yeah, these are man. This trade deadline, I think it's gonna be slow, but it's really gonna be about dumping the money. I feel like a few of these
Yeah.
teams, they're gonna dump some of the money. Miami's probably number one on the list, but it wouldn't shock me if Pat Riley said, "Fuck it, I'm not trading that dude."
Oh fuck! I forgot one player I really like a lot. Robert Williams. He's gonna be interesting.
Robert Williams, oh, in Portland.
Yeah, because I really like him a lot. He's on a good contract, but he's never healthy.
Man, shit, maybe. I don't think the Houston Rockets are they in the need of another center?
Yeah, off the bench. The Rockets, Hawks. Hawks is another team. The Pacers, they need another backup big. The Lakers, he'd fit pretty well on.
I think to make trades in this era with these new rules is tough, and a lot of the trades that's gonna happen is either teams that are kind of in the middle that have cap
Yeah.
or could absorb some money. But if a lot of these players are gonna move, it's gonna be 3-team trades or
Yeah. Second round trades, second round picks getting thrown around.
yeah. I don't even think Jimmy Butler's and it's not easy to move somebody like that.
No, it's not, especially with how teams are moving nowadays. Like I said, a lot of teams are not aggressive. But Minnesota Timberwolves, I read on Twitter a couple hours ago that they could be on the run and like the Miami Heat like Julius Randle. So
Yeah, you know what? I was just thinking the same thing. I'm like, man, Miami might as well try to make a run for it.
yeah, Julius Randle would fit in Miami too.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
that shit is not working with Anthony Edwards.
yeah.
That shit is not
I
working.
think a guy like Jimmy Butler could really bring the love of Minnesota, and I think Jimmy would be willing to play for Minnesota regardless, because I think Chris Finch is a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
I think like Nas Reed and those guys, Rudy Gobert, those guys are really like solid players.
Mm-hmm. Now, if LeBron James retired, right, I would say Zach LaVine to the Lakers would make sense.
Yeah, no, I don't see Levine. I don't know. Levine was tough to move, bro.
Yeah, I think if LeBron was in there, they could have moved him to LA, but that shit ain't happening. Not right now.
Lonzo Ball is interesting, man. I see him in the list everywhere, but
Yeah, but it's
man,
like
there's nothing attractive about Lonzo Ball.
man, it's weird because again, it's hard to make trades. There's certain guys that
Yeah,
are not gonna get moved. Bradley Beal's one of them. And to be honest, even
yeah,
though Jimmy Butler is slated to be like #1 in everyone's list,
yeah.
it's highly unlikely, bro.
And I'm gonna be honest, if you're Lonzo Ball, you kind of don't want to be traded. If I'm gonna keep it real,
Yeah.
like what do you gain for being traded? Like your value is already dog shit, right? Being traded and having the possibility of not having a role, you're fucked.
Hmm. Now, what about Nick Claxton, that center from Brooklyn?
Oh, he's interesting.
Yeah, I'm like, well, like
Nick Claxton's interesting.
they just gave him an
Colin
extension.
Sexton's interesting too.
Who?
Yeah, they just gave him an. Colin Sexton's also interesting. He's on a
23.
good deal too.
Yeah, it's not bad, but what team can absorb that?
Yeah.
That's
I
the
mean, I
real
can see the
question.
Hawks wanting to move for Claxton if they're not committed. I think the Hawks should have committed to Big O, to be honest with you. But, you know,
I
I
don't know
guess they
the
could get Claxton if they want.
I don't know. The money is so large nowadays. It's almost like as long as you start, you're guaranteed 30 mil a year, like almost.
Yeah.
It's a new. I'm telling you, this offseason, we're gonna see the new standards of what it means to be okay. A starter gets paid this.
Yeah.
A second star gets paid this. Because right now we only know what a Max Tatum or Jalen Brown gets paid. That's all we know. We don't really know what a Kyrie's gonna get paid. What Julius
Yep.
Randle's gonna get paid. We don't know.
The Hawks are coming off really aggressive in this deadline. But I also understand why, because I think after losing Jalen Johnson, they've struggled a lot.
Yeah.
Like I think Bogdanovich is a surprise. I guess they're trying to trade him before like he continues to decline.
Yo, he's still in the league? Oh shit.
But dude, Bogdanovich is a solid player.
Oh no, okay. I was thinking about the one from Detroit.
No. I'm talking the Atlanta one.
Yeah. He's solid. Yeah, he's always hurt though.
Yeah, so I could see him maybe. I could see him maybe getting traded. That'd be an interesting one. Larry Nance Jr. is kind of surprising. I think Larry Nance is an okay role player. Someone will take the bullet. What's the guy's name, man? I never pronounced his name, man. Anferine Simmons. He's kind of.
Yeah, he's almost the same every season.
He's always on the block.
Yeah. Yeah, but
D'Angelo
honestly,
Russell, I don't see D'Angelo being traded, to be honest with you.
yeah, me neither. Some of these teams like the Blazers, the Jazz, the Pelicans, the Wizards, and the Hornets need to choose a direction, man.
Yeah.
They are just floating out here, man. And that's the type of shit the NBA does not want going forward. Like these teams that are just picking the best available and then they got a shitty record every season. It's like, yo, man, pick a direction. How long the Wizards been rebuilding, bro? What the fuck?
You see, that's like my same approach with the Kings, to be honest with you, when I was talking about them earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, they're better off just kind of like try to ride it out with Sabonis instead of committing to a mediocre rebuild.
Yeah, but you know what's the scariest thing though? The fucking Warriors are underneath them, man. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That downfall is wild.
Yeah, the Warriors have no players available. It's kind of wild to me.
Yeah.
Like they're not open to trade any players.
Yo, you seen like earlier in the month, man, like Stephen Curry and Draymond were making comments about, you know, they don't want to rush things, and then all of a sudden Curry changed his tune when they started losing more. This shit,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of things that are not being said. I don't think it's privy to the public yet.
Also, I think that Dennis Schroeder not paying off is
Yeah, it's the
a
elephant in the
bad
room.
bad signing right there.
Yeah.
Because Schroeder in this Brooklyn run, like he's seeing a 7 point drop.
Yeah, he definitely has. He,
Yeah, the 7 point drop is drastic, bro. Like that's not very common. You would expect at least like it was expected to be like a 3 4 point drop. Like, I expect him to average at least 14 points. But 7 points, there's a problem.
yeah, and didn't Kaminga get benched before he got hurt?
Yeah.
Man, like Steve Kerr, man, especially with his like fucking 14-man lineup, bro. Like it's just all over the place.
Also, Bobby Portis, kind of like he's also in an interesting situation too, where I think the Bucks are trying to get off of salary, and Bobby Portis is their best six man. So I
Mm.
wonder what happens there.
But you know what? You know what's so crazy with the new rules. I think because this is the first trade deadline ever since the new rules started.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be shocked if like someone comes up with a brand new 3-team trade and leverages some new shit that we've never seen before.
that'd be fun.
Yeah, because you know what happened? It happened during the preseason with the Karl Anthony Towns trade. It was
Yeah,
found out that teams, because during the preseason they could have more people on the roster, they could actually leverage that to like bunch up a bunch of salaries. It's like the way the Karl Anthony Towns trade was done. Because remember, they traded for Towns, and we didn't find out who were the other pieces until like days later. Like
yeah.
like like the teams were going around signing people. The Knicks signed Precious to a deal in order to make that the all the money work. Like it was interesting, man. But that is a loophole. That is a loophole. That if you're gonna make a big a trade for multiple players for one guy to add up the salaries, do it during the preseason.
What do you think about like CJ McCollum is also an interesting guy because he's having a good season, right? He's gonna be for sure in some radars too.
CJ McCollum. See, the thing is, the teams that would normally be on his radar have no money.
The Lakers have no money, but if you're like the Pistons or the Orlando Magic, he fits.
The Bucks don't have no money.
What about Orlando? Orlando, he fits.
Man, I don't think Orlando got money like that, to be honest with you. Do they?
Yeah. But they could move around guys. Like I'm gonna be honest, I like Jet Howard, but he doesn't really find rotational minutes like that.
No, but
If you're able to move around a little young players, but
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. Orlando doesn't really have cap like that. They got way too many players.
And they extended all of them.
Yeah, they extended all of them. Yeah, they're gonna be wow. A lot of NBA teams are not really gonna have cap space like that to even make trades next season.
Brandon Ingram's another interesting one because they need to get rid of him as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Magic. The Magic next season have $199 million already locked in, so they're over the cap.
You think a guy like Brandon Ingram he wants to be traded? If you're Brandon Ingram, you're kind of looking at the situation and you're kind of seeing that maybe teams are not willing to pay you.
Yo, to be honest, we're gonna find that out this season, man. This offseason. We're gonna see like Jimmy Butler, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram. I told you, man, those guys are playing musical chairs to see who gets lowballed first.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Brandon Ingram. I'm told the Toronto Raptors has emerged as a team to watch when it comes to Ingram. It remains to be seen whether
Come on,
Raptors
man, that's
become.
bullshit. The
That's
Toronto Raptors don't go out of their way to sign Brand. The Toronto Raptors only give money to people that's already on the team. If they
I
drafted you,
hope not. Masai Ujiri is no way. Masai Ujiri is an idiot.
the only time Toronto has some balls, they went after Kawhi. That was it.
Yeah, Masai is very conservative.
Yeah, very conservative, man. Very, very
Yeah.
conservative.
But
Yeah.
I'm like, man, there's no way they're committed to building Scotty Barnes a team this quick, man. And Scotty Barnes is, he just won like Player of the Month. But I'm like, even then, I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not completely sold. I don't want to say I'm not completely sold. I'm still waiting on him.
I would who Scotty Barnes.
Yeah,
Oh, you're not sold as him as a player or what?
as a to build around.
Maybe he's a good second or third option, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
But like I
defensively,
said, I would
yeah.
build on him as of right now. But the Raptors still have a chance to get the first round pick, right? So you just kind of be like still, build a good culture around him, but at the same time, keep adding lottery picks to the team.
hmm Toronto could be interesting after a few seasons, like because they
Yeah.
got a lot of fucking guys on that team. But I don't know. We'll see how that kind of rolls out over time.